Yo, welcome back to a brand new video here today. Now, how long has it been since my last upload? 11 days and 12 hours. I try to get videos out to you guys weekly, and it seems like I missed my deadline by about 4 days. Forgive me, it won't happen again. I feel like it comes to no surprise that this video is going to be about Blockchain Brawlers. Woo! I gotta throw some variety here and stop making only Blockchain Brawlers videos. I know, trust me. But it's really hard not to when they keep making new announcements and giving you a bunch of different information we can go over. So in today's video, we're gonna be going over one of their newest Medium articles. It's a June overview. It's saying all the different things that are gonna be happening this month, and I just want to talk about it with you guys, give you a little debriefing on it all, and give my opinion on a few of the different things. Let's get into it. Getting right into the article, the first thing they talk about that's gonna be changed in June is it says right here, in the past, gold has been deposited as an NFT to your Wax Cloud wallet, as well as displayed on the in-game menu. That's how the game's been, and that's how we all know it as of now. But to switch it up, they say to make things more cohesive, all of your gold that is active within the game will no longer be visible in your Wax Cloud wallet as NFTs. To talk a little bit more about that and make you understand exactly what that means is, if you're going through your account, you can see right now we have these currently listed, but if you're scrolling through normally, wallet would be cluttered with tons and tons of gold NFTs, maybe for some people even hundreds of gold NFTs. How that's changing now is you can see right now if you go to the exchange page, it says gold right here. You can literally deposit your gold into your account without actually having to hold it in your wallet anymore. So if your wallet's cluttered with tons and tons of gold NFTs like mine is, you're able to actually put it into the game, and it leaves your wallet essentially burning it, but you can always bring it back to your wallet if you're thinking of putting it on the secondary market. You don't need it for crafting anymore or anything like that. And all it does is it just replaces the mint number, because you're essentially burning your current NFT, right? This is 455,730 is the mint number. What you'd be doing is you'd be burning that and you'd be getting an entirely new mint number if you bring it back to your wallet. It's a small UI change, but I think things like that are really important. It just makes the whole game feel smoother, makes you feel like you have more options in like customization, and holding 463 gold NFTs in your wallet might be a little bit hectic. Another cool little side thing that goes along with the gold UI change, it says there are also benefits from this implementation as it reduces unnecessary RAM consumption and NFT minting. It's basically saying that you won't have to be minting an NFT every single time you get a proc of a gold NFT. Instead, it'll get directly put as the in-game number right here, and then it won't be minting the NFT, and only when you want that in your wallet, then you can pull it and withdraw it to your wallet. So if you're someone who's playing a lot of play to earn games, I bet you have to constantly be adding RAM to your account. You won't be having to do that as much anymore on Blockchain Brawlers. Now the second change they talked about is changing the brawl limit for how many times you can brawl in a day. As most of you may know, is turning the 24 brawls into 16 brawls a day that you can do. The main thing they're probably trying to do with this is stop people from wanting to bot Blockchain Brawlers, because I don't know about you, but brawling 24 hours of the day, it's a little bit taxing on the body. Most people don't want to wake up every single hour of the night in their sleep to set their alarms, and if they don't, they're losing the ROI they would be making. So setting up bots, it was definitely really kind of like people felt an urgency to do so, even though there's rules against it and everything. But as well as trying to avoid bots, it's definitely just a better feature in general. It's better for the player base. People don't have to be stressed about brawling 24 hours a day. Make them probably a bit healthier. I approve of the change. Now onto the third change they talk about in June. Something you may be familiar with if you ever played games like Axie Infinity, or if you've ever played something like Splinterlands. Now a feature called Rent a Brawler was initially going to be coming out. What Rent a Brawler basically is exactly how it sounds. What that basically be is people with a lot of brawlers be renting it out, let's say on a weekly basis, paying or monthly, however they want to do that. And what you'd be able to do is you'd be able to use their brawler, gain all the money from it, and all you'd have to do is be paying that fee to that person to use that brawler each, however long the pay period is. A good way to get into the game with low risk, if you don't end up liking the game, you feel like you're not getting the ROI you'd want, you'd be able to basically just, give the brawler back to them, cancel the renting, and you kind of cut your losses. As Splinterlands players know, it's one of the bigger things in the game. A lot of the newer players, including myself when I got into it, I only rented cards because they're much more expensive to get, and as I slowly kind of dwindled away from the game for a little bit, I really didn't have to worry about all the money I put into the game because it was such an initial get-in fee because I was only renting the cards, I wasn't purchasing them. As of right now though, if you're someone who's supplying the brawlers, you're the one who owns them and is renting them out to people, I could definitely see people thinking, what's the point of renting out brawlers, if I could just be using the brawler to brawl myself and be gaining that income that otherwise they'd just be paying me in rent. I think the main thing to benefit from that is, as we talked about, you can only brawl 16 times a day now, not 24. So if you're renting out your extra brawlers you own, you could, be gaining money from them while someone else is using, them to brawl, and, they can get more brawls for you. So now if you're someone who's renting out your brawlers, you could be literally brawling hundreds and hundreds of times a day. Now this change is something that was pushed out to the future, and it's going to happen right now, but definitely something to look forward to as you go on. Now on to the fourth change. For this one, it's a little bit of a shorter thing, and it's definitely going to be, more elaborated on as we go forward. It's about a shift in the game, because as of right now, they're saying that everything has been on-chain done, but what they're going to be doing is they're going to be taking it off-chain and have, specific servers for, they're saying here, matchmaking, ladders, leaderboards, account information, and win-loss stats. Now in the article, they say this isn't all going to be done right away. It's going to be like an extensive beta phase, so they're going to have certain things available and certain things that are going to be, slowly added in, because it wouldn't make sense for matchmaking ladders to be a thing, because that's going to be something that's going to be added in the PvP side, so a little bit in the future. If you scroll down here a little bit, you can see that on June 21st, it looks like that's when they're releasing leaderboards, account information, and all that sorts of stuff that goes along with that. You know, as I said, it will be in beta. Things will be released a little bit slower, but you'll kind of get a feel of the game and how it's going to be as it moves forward, because more things are probably going to be server specific as they're moving forward. But it's definitely cool to see story mode. I don't know what exactly that's going to be yet. You know, there could be a lot of speculation on how they're going to do that, but there's a little bit of lore they're trying to create. I see on Twitter a bunch of different little things. If you keep up with the Blockchain Brawlers Twitter, you can see they say like story time, and then it shows like a fake account of Scotty Wide-Eye, and he's like kind of trash talking Johnny Butterfinger, and you got Johnny Butterfinger responding under here as well. So I wonder if story mode might end up being something kind of like how the WWE is, where they have like events going on and there's like a WrestleMania and all sorts of things. You got competitors against each other. I don't know if that would exactly tie to earnings or anything like that, or if it's just kind of like, you know, a fun aspect of the game. I'm assuming it's more likely going to be on the fun side of the game to get players a little bit more invested into the game themselves, make it feel more of like an immersive experience and not just, you know, as of right now, kind of a little bit more of a clicker game. On to the fifth new thing, and this is going to be something that most of you are familiar with. It says we're going to be launching a second burn event, and this is going to be for turning your Scotty Wide-Eyes into Berry Greenhorns again. I feel like there's probably a lot of people that missed out on this one for sure. If you're looking at the statistics on Brawlers, you can see that there's 6,590 Scotties right now still in game. Comparing it to the rest, it's literally more than double than anything near it. If you're looking at what a Scotty Wide-Eye is giving you in a day, it really is literally nothing. I mean, in 16 brawls a day, you're getting around, it says 60 cents in brawl, and then after that, you're getting $9.76 in gold NFTs. But the thing is about gold NFTs, this is all luck. You could potentially not even get anything here, so you could just be getting your 60 cents a day in brawl. Now, comparing that to the Berry Greenhorn instant change, you're making $4.77 in brawl a day. So now you're already making money compared to, you know, Scotty, like I just said. You're getting literally nothing. And now if you're pairing a berry with a common piece of gear, it turns to $6. It actually goes up. But in contrast, you know, if you're pairing a Scotty right now with gear, it actually goes down in brawl. It becomes a negative brawl you're making. You're left with only RNG right now. Your gold is literally saying $15, but like I said, it's RNG. You can literally get nothing. So the new Scotty burn event, I wouldn't miss it. You can turn your Scotties into berries. It's gonna be something that's gonna be very helpful for a lot of people, so you know they don't just have a Scotty that's collecting dust. Along with the Scotty burn event that's happening on June 14th, as you can see, it says down here they're gonna be releasing a brand new crafting recipe, but no spoilers on it. If I were to guess exactly what it's gonna be, the crafting recipe, I feel like it might be a piece of gear that's gonna be new. I could be wrong, but they've made new brawlers recently. They've made a new ring recently. You know, I feel like they've kind of been a little bit behind on making different pieces of gear that do different types of things. Maybe a piece of gear that potentially lets you brawl one extra time a day or something. That'd be cool. But stay on the lookout for it. I highly doubt they do something like this with the new changes they made, but what if they made a piece of gear that made it so instead of brawling 6 times a day, you can go back to the 24 that you used to be able to do. Just an interesting thought, but I doubt it. Now, it basically sums up all the big changes gonna be going on in June, so there's a lot of stuff going on, as you can see. If you're excited for the changes, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're most excited about. As always, if you enjoyed the video, if you thought it was interesting, you learned something new, leave a like on the video, hit the subscribe button. It really helps me, make me want to put out this content for you guys. Really let me know that you guys care for it. Hit the notification bell as well if you don't want to miss out any of the videos. That's about it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.